Okay, hello. I'm not quite sure what to call this, but it's my skin and red lipstick and thing. Because I wanted to do a makeup tutorial while I did my makeup today. Okay, right, so once you've done what I've shown in my previous video, the whole cleansing, toning, skin routine, you can start with your makeup. Right, I'm going to start with getting a cotton pad, just one of those, and just rubbing off any excess oil on my face, because I do get that sometimes. It's called, the oil on your face is called sebum, yeah, which is very nice. Yeah, even though I've cleansed and toned, you can still see, I don't know if you can, but it's like still not exactly perfect, because you'll never have perfectly clean skin unless you don't have any skin, it's plastic, but that's another issue. Okay, I usually start with green concealer. It just looks like that, or it will. It looks like that. Yeah, don't be scared by it, because concealer, literally, you can get so many different colours. It just depends on what you're using it for. So green's really good for concealing red shades, so on irritated skin, spots, rosacea, I can never say it. Under eyes it's really good because it gets rid of the red tones if you look tired. Or it does leave purple, but you can sort that out later. Yellow works really well on purples. And there are loads of other colours as well. Obviously skin colour is concealing, and yeah. Okay, so you get your green concealer. You can either use your finger or you can just apply it directly. I'm going to apply it directly for time. So I just put that where I've got areas of redness, like I've got a spot here and there. And you don't want to like sweep it everywhere, you just want to dab it on. You need to dab, don't use too much because you will end up green and you'll look like a Martian. So you, just under your eyes, just like a couple of little dots, dab it on. I might even get a little mirror out to help me with better light. It's really good to do it, for example, in your bedroom or your makeup, because you can use the artificial light and natural light from your window to get a balanced look. Because if you do your makeup in artificial light, you'll go outside and you'll find that you might look orange. If you do it in purely natural light, when you go into artificial light, there'll be nothing there. So it's really good to have a really nice balance. As well, having a large mirror and a small mirror helps you, because you can have a small mirror to look at details, and large mirror helps you look at the general appearance of it all. So you really need to have both of those. I can't find a small mirror right now, it's gone missing, but I can use my compact. Okay, so I've done that on that eye, and then on this eye. Okay, and then if you've just plucked your eyebrows, for example, I haven't, but yeah, because I can't be bothered. With shaping, don't make your eyebrow like disappear. You need to have, you need to get rid of the middle, and then you need to have a curve, like going along. Never take from the top of your eyebrow, okay? This is what I've been told. And then you need to just create a small arch. It depends on your eye shape. Just look up whatever suits you and find what suits you. It's always very important in makeup to experiment and find what look is good for you and your skin tone and your face shape. Okay, so just my eyebrows, and then a spot there. Don't try and use it to cover freckles, because you don't want to cover your freckles. It's bad. Don't. I can't give you a reason, but freckles shouldn't be covered. It's part of your skin. Just leave it be. There's nothing you can do about them. Accept them. Only cover what will change, not what won't. It's more important to accept who you are than cover it up. What you need to do, makeup is to enhance your appearance, not to create a new one. Aren't I wise? Okay, and then you take your foundation. Foundation type will depend on your skin tone. This, for example, isn't foundation. Okay, a lot of people make this mistake. They think powder is foundation. It's not. Powder is powder. Foundation is foundation. Cover up is also foundation. Pan stick is foundation. Okay. Okay. So this one's Avon Colortrend. I love Avon. Most of my makeup here will be Avon. Avon Colortrend Fresh Face Oil-Free Foundation. Oil-free is always good. Always get oil-free. Okay, I'm going to use a brush today because it looks more professional and it allows more precise application. You can also use your fingers, but I find if you use too much foundation, then you'll end up getting like, it'll be all cakey and patchy. And you can also use a sponge, but again that gives a really sort of spongy look, surprisingly. Okay, you need to take just a tiny bit on your brush. Make sure your brush is clean. You need to wash it regularly. just need like, I don't know, this one's from Crown. I love Crown brushes. Oval foundation. So you just dab a little bit on your brush, like, not like that, like this. Okay, and then just like dab it on. Don't cover your whole skin, that's another mistake. Foundation is about creating even skin tone, right? Which means that it's not for covering, it's for making it even. Okay, I can't see what I'm doing. And the less the better really. You don't want loads because it won't work. You just need a light coverage. I'd say you can get mousse foundations these days. A lot of my friends have them. That's better if you've got like normal skin. Dry skin, I'd recommend liquid foundations like I use. And you can also get like foundations that are cream to powder, powder foundation, loads of foundation, pan sticks. I don't really know that much, but you just use whatever suits your skin tone. Well, not your skin tone, your skin type. Of course, skin tone is also important. You need to get one that matches your skin tone. When you're in the shop, never test it on your hand. Your hand is a different colour to your face. You need to test it on your jawline, just a small dot on your jawline. I don't know if this is making sense. Just quick dabs work better, just like with the concealer. Dabs. And occasionally you might want to do like here, long ones. Don't put like new foundation on your brush loads, just use, because it will leave foundation on your brush, so just use what's there if you can. Okay, when it comes to your nose, if you've got oily skin, then you do have to be careful because it will slide off. Yeah, you just want to do it carefully along your nose, and it might be easier for this to use your fingers because the brush won't be able to get into your nose. You don't want to go in your nose, you know what I mean. You need, there's crevices in your nose, you know? Okay, between your eyebrows. Don't use too much on your forehead because it can give you lots of really painful spots, apparently. I don't tend to use it on my forehead anyway because it's covered with hair. Not my forehead's covered with hair, my hair will cover my forehead. Okay, just a light coverage. Right, foundation done. This is the bit which actually covers your spots. So you seal up your foundation, put it away. Okay, I always start with a solid cream concealer like this. Whoop, like that. This is, what's it called? Oh yeah. Doesn't actually say. I can tell you now it's from Avon and this is medium tone. I should really be using light tone, but it was sold out. So medium tone is. Yeah. Okay, so you just put that on your spots and where you want to cover, such as shadows, irritation. Try not to cover irritation too much and don't use makeup constantly on your spots. Always remove your makeup before you go to sleep because that will start spots. Okay, so just gently under my eye. Don't put it on your eye. You see where the line is, where the bag starts, like there, you need to put it on that line. And occasionally putting it in the corners will help as well. It will make your eyes look bigger because the light will reflect off the concealer. I've got some dirt in my eye there. Nice. Okay, down here I've got a spot. Just, you know, checking you can see. Okay, so that's my first layer of coverage and evening. After cream concealer, I always use liquid concealer. That's up to you. It depends what concealer you prefer. If you like to use both of them, whatever you like. Like I said, it is adapting it to your skin. Okay, so make sure you haven't got too much on the brush. Look, liquid concealer looks like this. This is Natural Collection from Boots. I wouldn't always recommend Natural Collection, but I like liquid concealer from there. So you just put that where you need it. All my products here are under £10, so it's all cheap. Although I don't know if my blushes are. I'll find that out later. I'll leave it in the description, the prices and everything, like last time. You don't want to do too much cover because you want to look real, not artificial. Artificial is not good. Well, unless you like that. I don't know. I personally, I don't like it. I think it's better to look like you than what came out of a plastic box. Things in plastic boxes get binned quite easily. Just saying. Okay, and then I use Avon MagiX Illuminator. Okay, and then this is the same as that Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat. It's like that, or I think No7 do one, and lots of places do one. Collection 2000 does one. Yeah. So you need to just scroll this a couple of times, and you should get some come up through the brush. Okay, with that, you just want to don't use too much because otherwise you'll look like a fairy. Just put suck in your cheeks, find your cheekbone, and put it on your cheekbone and just under your cheekbone as well. You only want a really light coverage and just dab. I also tend to put it just underneath my eyebrow here on my eyelid, because it will make your eyebrows look more arched and your eye look larger. I also put it on the centre of my nose to make it look longer and thinner. I use it on the inside corner of my eye because it will also increase the size of your eyes and appearance. And there. Okay. Okay, let's put that away. It can look a little bit shiny, so don't use it if you want a really matte appearance, but it makes your face look thinner and more structured. Okay, after that, I use this Collection 2000 Sheer Loose Powder. I don't use pressed powder because I find it encourages spots and it can look a bit cakey in appearance. By cakey I mean thick and very noticeable. You just want to get a kabuki brush or a blush brush like this, the big headed ones. Just remove any things that are stuck in it. Okay, and then you just want to get some powder on your, not on the floor, on your brush. Like this. You don't need too much. And then just go over your cheek and your other cheek. And get some more. Go over your chin. Got a really nasty spot there. Yum yum yum. Just go over your chin. Try not to put too much on your eyelids because that's not good. It's bad for your eyes. Well, no, your eyelid. Your eyelid skin is very sensitive, so try not to do too much there. Okay, I have a very shiny nose, so I'm going to use more on my nose. Just making faces. And just really light on your forehead again. It gives you a really polished appearance. The only problem I find with loose powder is that it doesn't last very long. You have to top up throughout the day, but it's really easy to do. So, yeah. Okay, after that, I will use well, this is one's all crushed into bits, but number 7, and this is Natural Blush, and the tone is 12 Coral Flush. Okay. You can get number 7 from Boots only or online, obviously. So you get a separate brush from the brush you used previously. So you can see this one's a bit pink from where I've used it before. You make sure they have to be separate brushes, otherwise you will end up with a pink face or white cheeks. It's not good. You don't need too much blush because otherwise you look like a clown. You just need to suck in your cheeks again, find your cheekbone, and then go along the apple of your cheek. It helps if you rise the brush upwards, but it depends on your face shape. So you can see that side's pinkier than the other side, and my face looks a little bit thinner. Make sure you tap off any residue as well. Okay, other side. If you can't suck in your cheeks, then just smile. That helps as well. It gives you a really sort of a very innocent and fresh face look, unless you end up looking like Barbie. What I do after that is I take another blush, or you can use contouring powder. This is again number 7, Natural Blush, and this is colour 20, Honey. Okay, well we can probably see it clearer. Yeah. It's just basically a little bit darker than my skin tone. And you need to get a small brush like this. Yeah. And then you need to take a small amount, obviously nothing. You need like this much, just so you can see it. And then you suck in your cheeks or smile. Sucking your cheeks is more effective, this one. Just go in the hollow of your cheek. And then sweep up around the side of your face. And then into your temple. I've used too much here, but into your temple. And the same on the other side. This will thin your face and make it more structured, just like the Illuminator, or the highlighter, whatever you want to call it. Illuminator, highlighter are the same things. Then I take clear mascara. This is Avon Colortrend Crystal Clear, although you can also use brow gel, whichever you prefer, anything you like. And then you just need to put the brush through your eyebrow. This will make your eyebrow sort of, it's like hairspray for your eyebrow, okay? It'll make your eyebrows stop going messy, but it won't. But it will make them more defined and certainly help keep them in shape. At this point I would recommend putting on your lip balm, because it might take a moment to sink in. Depends how long your lip balm will take to sink in. I use Mint Yes to Carrots from Sephora, and just like put that on. Don't need too much. Okay, after this I take a huge blush brush like this, and I just sweep it all over my face just to remove any residue and even out tones, or blend. Okay? Okay. The light's really awful. Okay, and then you want to take, okay, that's skin done. Moving on to eyes. Okay. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to use Avon again, and this is True Colour Island Breeze. In here you get 4 colours, or you can get 2 colours or 1 colour, whichever you order. And in here I've got, oh, this is a really good selection to have actually, white, skin colour, black and brown. It depends on your skin tone, but this one's good for me. I'm going to start by taking the skin tone one, although it does obviously depend on your complexion and skin tone. Make sure the mirror's clean. I just want to put that all over your eyelid. The top eyelid only. Automatically this will even out tone and it will disguise appearance of veins, and it will make your eyes look more open. Okay, then I'm going to take the white here, and I'm going to use this to increase the size of my eyes. Okay, I'm just going to put this under the brow bone where I put my illuminator. You don't need too much because otherwise you'll look like a clown. I only use white because I'm naturally very pale, so you need to use your skin tone and then 1 up from your skin tone pretty much. You also need to put that in the corner of your eye. Make sure it's not sparkly, because, well, you can have sparkly, but I don't want to look like a fairy today. And then just in the centre of the bottom half of your eye. I don't know if you can see, but my eyes look bigger. Then you take the darker colour, the brown. This works with any set of colours, so I can have purple, blue, whatever. Okay, so I take brown. You need lots more of this because it will be harder for it to, you know. Well, not even brown, just whatever suits your skin colour, really. Okay, and just put that over the bottom half of your top lid. You might need a few coats of this. And just move it around to go a tiny bit under lid, like here. You only need a tiny amount there. So, for example, I've got too much and I look like I've got a black eye. Just blend it with your finger. That looks a bit better. Still too much, and I really do need a lighter shade. Like I said, experimenting to find what's right for you. Try not to wing it out too much. Don't go further than your eyebrow here and your eyebrow here. Make sure the colours on both sides are even. And then I'm going to avoid black for today because I don't want to do that. Okay, and then I'm going to take this by Stargazer. This colour is khaki. I don't know if you can see. There you go. I'll take the lid so you can see. This is khaki. Okay? This was unbelievably cheap and it's lasted for ages. And it's got a really nice like gold sheen. But it's really, really subtle. So you put some of that on the brush. And I'm just going to put that over where I put the brown. Because this goes really nice. It gives this sort of golden sheen. This is really good natural look. A bit more. Okay, there we go. Don't know if you can see. Oh, that looks like I've got black eyes. That's great. This webcam's not helping anyone. Okay, let me just double check. That's just the webcam. Okay, it's not just the webcam. I have actually got a huge smudge. Don't worry if this happens. Just get a cotton pad like this. Just put it over your finger. And gently scrape it away. Scrape doesn't sound very gentle. I should probably say something else that sounds nicer. There we go, this is better. Yeah, okay. Minor setback. And then you take, okay, you don't have to do this. It depends on your eye shape, your eye colour, everything. A white eyeliner. This one, I'm not going to lie, it's Opia from Primark. That's sort of embarrassing, but, you know, it works. You just want to put this on the bottom inner bit of your eye, you know, that bit there. Don't use loads, just a really light sort of coverage, because this will make your eye appearance look larger. Can you see the difference? That's the eye with it on. Yeah. There we go. And it's not too noticeable unless you tell people. So don't tell people. That's the answer. Okay, I'm now going to take a black eyeliner. I like using felt tip liners, but it does prefer, well, it depends on your preference, I mean. See, look, this is the felt tip eyeliner. It's by Collection 2000. This is Extreme 24-Hour Felt Tip Pen Liner. Felt tip liner even. I find this better than kohl because kohl smudges. Unless you want a smudged look or a smoky look, you can smudge this with your finger if you want, but it won't smudge accidentally. Unless you've had it on for a long time, or you've been in water, or I don't know, you're in a party. I prefer it to liquid because it's more precise, but it looks like liquid, applies like felt tip, and smudges like kohl. It's great. Okay, I'm just going to move over to my, I might just do this here because it looks like a mirror. So if you just like sort of half close your eye, hang on, let's go and move this. I don't know if you can see, I'll show you in a minute. Start in the inner corner of your eye and do a really thin line following your eyelashes. Open your eye, you know? Open your eye as you feel is necessary. I'm not going to do flicks today. Okay, so this is my top lid done on this eye. It's that eye, yeah? Okay, I'll just show you. Okay, if it helps then you can also like stretch your eye like this. I don't, but I do sometimes. And then just, if you want, you can do a tiny bit underneath the eyes, just like a really light line like here, and just smudge it a little. Okay, can we see the difference? Yeah, eyeliner is great. It's good unless you use it too much. Okay, other eye, you might not be able to see as well. Sorry about my minor disappearance, you know. Both eyes should be sort of even, but don't worry, other people will notice it less than you will. You will always be harsher on yourself and notice things other people won't, because obviously you've examined it yourself. Other people won't be this close to your face to examine it. So don't worry if they're a little bit uneven. Okay, after that I'm going to move on to my mascara. I use Avon Supershock first. Yep, 10 milliliters. You can get it in like a really cool tiger print sometimes. I think at the moment they're doing pink lace print. But yeah, I don't even know if they sell this anymore, but you know. Okay, the easiest way to do your mascara, I'll do it here because I can see here, is to look up and just like, or look down, whichever you prefer, and just take it along the lashes. Don't wiggle it at first. This is only the first coat. Look at it from the side, look at it down, look at it up. So, there we go. That's that done. I love this because it looks like false eyelashes once I'm finished. It's great. Okay, so other eye. I can do this without looking now, it's great. I'm very proud because I don't open my mouth like a fish either. Just look. Make sure one side isn't clumpier than the other. Okay, this also depends on your eye shape and your preference, but I do my bottom lashes as well. Some people say that doing your bottom lashes is really bad for them. It only is if you have weak bottom lashes. My bottom lashes are fine, so it's cool. If you have a history of like alopecia or something, I'd recommend you're very careful with what you do with your mascara. And I recommend getting ones with sensitive lashes. Like, I sometimes find that lots of my eyelashes fall out at once. Literally just use as little mascara as you possibly can. Brown mascaras are a lot less harsh on your lashes as well, although I'm sure you'll know what's best. Make sure you've got the outer corner as well. Okay, there we go. This is my first coat. I'm not going to do a second coat with this mascara, just like to make it a little bit longer and thicker. Okay, right, other side. This video is half an hour long. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. Okay, I'm going to finish up very soon. Moving faster then! Okay, and then just slightly wiggle it on the third coat. Because this will add volume. After that, I use I use Avon Astonishing Lengths. Because this is really good for thickening over the previous mascara. And it adds a really good top coat with it. It's great. It won't come off. It won't budge unless you pick it. I like the whole doll eyes look, so I do it a lot on my bottom lashes. Oh, I've just got it everywhere. This is why you shouldn't rush. Okay, I'm just going to grab, look, as you can see, it's like gone in my eye. Well, not really, it's sort of on my eye. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then you just get your thicker mascara again, like this. Other mascaras I recommend are Maybelline Falsies and what's it called? I think, yeah. I don't know, just Bourjois, no, not Bourjois. Collection 2000 Skyscraper's good. Body Shop do a good one. Yeah, just find whatever suits you, your normal mascara, you know. That's not really dodgy. There we go. Okay. Well, that's eyes and face, and I'll do lips another time. Bye!